Hi Mantas! I'm going to teach you how to draw a manta ray today. So this is kind of the finished product of the top of the manta ray. I'm going to show you a few different things today. So let me erase this and I'm going to show you step by step how to draw it. All right, so I noticed when I looked at the manta ray that I kind of saw a triangle shape with the points out on the sides and maybe a kind of a point at the bottom before the tail. So I'm going to think about that, but most things in nature are not perfectly straight. So most animals and plants, they have curves to them. So let your hand be relaxed while it's drawing and try to make a little bit of a curve when you draw this line. So I'm going to start near the center of my paper, and notice my paper is set up in a long style. It's called landscape style. If I had it like this, the tall way, that would be called a portrait style, like your face from your head or your forehead down to your chin. But we're going to do landscape style, like you're looking out at a horizon, you see grass and maybe the sky. So think about that when you put it in this direction. All right, let's draw our manta ray. I'm going to start near the bottom. I'm going to leave a little space though, and I'm going to draw a line out to the side, and I'm going to curve it just a little bit. Now I'm going to start from the same point, and I'm going to go to the other side. Just a little curve. Yeah, it kind of looks like a flying bird from really far away. All right, now I'm gonna bring it back up to the middle, and I'm gonna kind of aim for right here. I don't want to touch together. I want to leave space for the manta ray's head. So I'm gonna bring the wings back in, and I'm gonna stop before I get to the middle. Okay, and you see I'm using a whiteboard, so sometimes I might accidentally erase a little bit. That's okay. You can use anything to draw your manta ray at home. Crayons, colored pencils, markers, whatever works for you. And I chose black because most manta rays are black, and then they have white on them as well. But of course I'm using a white paper, so I need to use black so it'll show up. But you can use your favorite color. You don't have to use black. It's your drawing and you make it your own. All right, we're gonna do the head now. So for the head, there's two fins that stick out at the top. So I'm gonna start with one fin. I'm gonna start over here, and I'm gonna curve up and then back in. Okay, yeah, let's do the other one. Curve up and then back in. And this one's white, has a wider head than my last manta ray did, and that's okay. And now I'm just gonna draw a line connecting them. All right, now from the top of the manta ray, we're looking down at it, like from the sky or maybe from a boat. And you can see maybe just a little line for their mouth. There's their mouth. They open their mouth nice and big, and they go and they glide and they collect plankton in their mouth. That's what they eat. All right, and then these fins help collect the plankton into their mouth. That's why they have these. Now their eyes are located on the top of those fins on their body. So there's an eye here and there's an eye here, and they're kind of more on the side, which is why I kind of draw them on the sides there. The next thing we need to draw is their tail. So I could go straight down with the tail, but I kind of run out of room. And the tail can move like this. It helps to balance the manta ray. And so I'm gonna draw it down and then to the side. It's a flexible tail. The next part you wanna draw is there's a little fin on their back. It's called a dorsal fin. So I'm gonna go up and back. Kind of like, it looks a lot like a shark fin, but it's much smaller. It's just to help glide them through the water. And that's it. That is the top of your manta ray. Now, I also want to show you how to do the bottom of the manta ray. Okay, so you can get a new piece of paper if you want. And I'm going to start over from the beginning. So you can do the top and the bottom if you want, or you can stop with this one. All right, let's do the bottom. Looks very similar to the top, but it has some different details. So we're going to start the same way. Start at the bottom, but leave some space for the tail. And make that curved line out to the side. I'm going to do another one. All right, next I'm going to draw the lines that go out from to the center, out from the outside to the center, but leaving that space for the head. All right, it looks kind of like Batman almost, huh? Okay. Now I'm going to draw those fins. This time I might draw them a little bit more in just for fun, but it's really the same shape. And I'm going to connect them. Okay. Now from the bottom, the mouth would come out more like this actually. So you want to go down with the mouth. And then let's add the tail again. Nice. All right, now from the bottom, we actually get to see their gill slits. And the gills is how they breathe in the water. We don't have gills, that's why we breathe air out of the water. So it's a different way of getting oxygen into our bodies. So for the gills, they are on the outside, and they're just little lines like this. And I'm gonna draw 4, but you can draw a few, however you want. And they don't really connect in the middle, at least not on the outside of the body. When you look on the inside, it's like a big rib cage, and it looks really interesting. So you might see that in a video or a picture I might send. All right, the other thing is they have a fin on the bottom as well. So they had a dorsal fin, which means the top. Pelvic means underneath. And so there's another little fin right here to help guide them as they fly or glide through the water. I almost forgot, friends. They have their eyes. Again, they're on the kind of the sides. So I'm gonna draw them on the sides there. And I love seeing them from the bottom because I feel like their gills almost make them look like they're smiling. And if you remember Mo from this morning, he has his gills too, see? Ooh. But he has an extra little smile-like shape to show where his mouth is. So that would be his open mouth. And then those are his gills. And you see his, these are called cephalic fins, these ones. And they help guide food into his mouth. And then those are the eyes on the outside. And then here are his large pectoral fins. And he's actually kind of missing. He should have a pelvic fin here, right there on the bottom. But he does have the dorsal fin on the top. Here you go, right here. See, there's his little dorsal fin next to his tail. You guys did a great job drawing this manta ray with me. I hope you have fun. You can label all those parts if you want to, or you can practice pointing to them and telling your family all the things you learned about manta rays today. See you later.